Hey everybody, it's Joseph. I'm here on the drive this Saturday. It's been a long day of roaming the countryside, but I gotta tell you, I love driving. I do. I love driving cross country, and I miss it terribly. I love driving in foreign lands and out of the way places all by myself, and sometimes with my wife. But it's a great time to just be to myself and with my thoughts. I don't listen to the radio or any of those things very much. It's distracting. I think I may be partially German with that whole approach, because in Germany, you focus on driving, and you can get in trouble by doing a lot of things while you drive, such as I'm doing now. So I'm continuing to grow physically, taller, bigger feet. I'm in my size 18 shoes. My gloves are now they're the double X's. I've pretty much grown out of them. They're very tight. I need some triple X gloves, and I'm just continuing to all around. The doctors say it's that unlike gigantism or acromegaly, my growth is continuing to be fairly uniform, so that my body seems to be adjusting with some pain in my knees and joints and things on occasion to the continued growth spurts that I am having at this odd point in my life. So that said, as I was thinking through this and talking about this, I guess, with God, the Lord brought to mind Numbers, and actually Exodus as well. But there's a discussion where God says to the Israelites, I'm going to grow you guys up so that you all can be able to take your enemies when you go into the promised land. Because if I clear it all for you now, if I make it all ready for you now, and you all try to go in, the monsters and the animals there, the word Nephilim is actually monster. It's not giant, it's monster. The monsters and the animals there and the craziness that's going on there will be too much for you all to handle. And so he says, I'm going to fight for you and help you take it a little piece at a time, and so that you can handle it and you can be successful, not just in being in the land, but staying in the land, being able to sustain yourself there. So I think about that, and I guess I'm thinking about my shoes, in that each growth spurt has stabilized a while, so that it's been very normal. And that's what a doctor means when they say it's normal. The growth spurt isn't like something weird where one leg grows longer than the other, or my toes or hands, something grows longer than the other, or my nose grows out of joint. None of that happens. It all seems to adjust itself normally, so that when people see me, they don't see one hand bigger than the other, any of that. It's just continued normal growth, so that my body can adjust, and I don't get some strange illness or sickness or any of those kinds of things. And so it occurs to me that God does the same thing with us, with our fights and our struggles and things. Sometimes God gives us new territory to conquer. Sometimes God gives us new opportunities to take on, and He gives it to us just a little bit at a time. Ministers often wonder why they're not all Billy Graham this week. And some try to be, and it usually ends up badly with their careers being ruined and people leaving the church, and even some people trashing Christianity as a result of some man or woman, trying to be greater than God called them to be, or bigger than they're supposed to be. Heck, maybe not even called to ministry at all. God didn't actually give them that. He just wanted them to be a deacon in the church, or an elder in some church in, Greater Albuquerque. or Fort Scott, Arizona, or someplace, Fort Scott, Colorado, or Kansas. But we all have these visions of being bigger things and trying to get there quickly. So I just want to share with you that there is value in just letting God lead as you grow. As you grow physically, as you grow mentally, as you grow professionally, as you grow ministerially, as you grow. We want to grow at a pace. We want to expand at a pace where we truly can handle what's coming and stabilize, and then we are better prepared to handle what comes next. My mother used to say, as I was growing up, I talk about my mother all the time, that there are always bigger fish to fry than the one we caught today. than the one we got today. My father used to say that too. And what they meant for us was, don't assume this fish is the point. Don't assume that the situation you're in now is the point. There are bigger opportunities and goals coming. There are bigger opportunities, bigger fish, bigger adventures, bigger titles, bigger things to come if we can get used to the space we're in and stabilize where we are. That's the game plan. Stabilize where you are and look for the next step then. And that's how God helped the Israelites take the promised land. He took them through a step at a time. And sometimes they didn't know if they were ready to take the next step. They were worried, about what was next. The monsters and the creatures and the armies before them, they were worried and thinking it through. But God assured them, don't worry, I got it. I'm taking you to what you can handle. If I'm putting it in front of you, it's because I know you can handle this. It's because I know that this phase of your ministry, your empire building, your kingdom building, your life growth, your professional experience, you can handle this. But don't worry, there's bigger stuff coming. And I'm saying to all of you, keep that in mind. There's bigger stuff coming. I'm hoping that's not going to be the case with my height and my shoe size. I mean, I think it's 6'3¼ I think that's enough. But I've been saying that since I arrived in California at a size 12 when I was not even quite 6'1". Hang in there, folks. Just remember this. God loves you. God loves you. And he made you special as you are. God made you special as you are and wants you to be somebody. All right? Oh, cops are here. Gotta go. Joseph, out.